Jane's come all the way from Huddersfield.
I feel so perturbed and tired, succumbed to everyday stress. People tell me how well I look, but in the moment I couldn't care less. There is a reason why I am sprouting bristles, roots of grey hair strands. Because it comes with a warning when channeling Mr. Scrooge, it's all really part of the brand. Oh, how I would love to be an animal for a day, the life of a lackadaisical farce, and having that carefree spirit, without misery sprouting out of my arse. Life can be a perplexing puzzle when facets don't adequately fit, but you learn to pluck up the courage to resist, to smile and not to give a shit. Friends, there is always another day. Disregard the anxiety and scoff by raising up your middle fingers to your heebie-jeebies and telling your worries to fuck right off. Thank you very much. So on the subject of mental health, one of my releases, my physical serotonin releases, is to bungee jump. I can't sit down in therapy and talk about my delusions and worries. It just escalates the condition. And I was talking about my bungee jumping experience with a friend of mine, and she said, "Oh, I would never do it, but my mother-in-law did it, and she got to put a bra on." And I had to write about it, and it's titled "The Accidental Exhibitionist." You could call her an accidental exhibitionist. She has no fear for the wondering eye, buckled up and standing there patiently, up on a crane 200 feet in the sky. Her son watched in horror from below as she made her way to the brim. The countdown commenced for her dive. Prepare to take the jump off her whim. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There she goes, a jolly old wife. As she plunges from afar, she forgot to put on her bra and gave her poor son the fright of his life. Back down onto earth that she landed, propelled without a single regret. The crowd on the ground stood aghast. Well, it's a native that she will never, ever forget. Thank you very much. So me and my partner's got a beautiful cockapoo. She's 7 years old, and everyone thinks she's a little puppy. And I've been meaning to bring her to a gig so I can use her as a prop. But people say don't bring dogs when you perform because they'll upstage her. But I'm like, but you know, she's too beautiful, so I don't mind that. And every time I rehearsed from memory this little poem, when I got to the line about walkies, because she loves listening to me, she just pick up and she'd go, and then come running, you know, because she wanted to go for a walk. But anyway, this is If Dogs Could Talk, and it's from her perspective, and it's titled Penny. I want to thank you for your affection and being ever so terribly sweet, for thickening me up on kibble delights and an assortment of meat treats. Thank you for the giving paws and tickling my buttoned face. But when you stop me barking, I'll still put you in your place. Thank you for the ridiculous coats and the adventures in the moss. You may be my legal master, but I'm your bubbly bitch boss. You are welcome for the walkies as an aid to keep you fit. And thank you for the courtesy of picking up my shit. Thank you for making me feel smitten. I know how to get my way. With my charming whiskey attributes, you give into it every day. Thank you for embracing me. I'll be the prettiest dog you'll get. Oh, my growls and licks and love, your divine penny pet. Woo! Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to finish off with this last little poem, and I just want to say thank you for listening. It's a pleasure to come all the way from Huddersfield and be here. It's always been on my list, and yeah, what a lovely little crowd you are. And I am on social media of Jamie H. Sprutton, so I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And if you are into burlesque, I'm also a burlesque artist under the name of Hattie Go Lucky. I produce nonsensical comedic striptease pieces. But anyway, I'm going to finish off with this one, and it's an ode to anyone who loves biscuits. It's called A Biscuit or Two. Thank you for listening. I have just returned from a run. It's time to kick back my feet with a brew. Surely I won't be harming my figure if I have a biscuit or two. I cannot help but snack when the biscuit barrel is plain in sight. I always binge eat pretty much through the day, and then I go to bed feeling guilty at night. There is nothing wrong with a cheeky treat, a little biscuit on a sassy whim. I tell myself not to feel guilty, because tomorrow I'll be back at the gym. They always say a little treat won't hurt to taste that sweet sensation. But I can't deal with minute helpings, and I certainly can't eat in moderation. When a fresh packet is out in sight, the biscuits are gone in a shot. Because I can't just have the one, I've got to eat the whole bloody lot. But sometimes I do try and resist, and the healthy eating is going strong. But then the biscuits will be out at work, and I'm there tucking in, well, the diet didn't last very long. As long as I am keeping up with my fitness, and I don't treat it as a taboo, there is nothing wrong with kicking back your feet and having a biscuit or two. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.